Welcome back. July is about half over for me, and I just realized that I hadn't played the July bots yet. So I've gone here on chess.com, and I'm going to play the dinosaur bots, which is what they have for the month of July. They have the T-Rex, rated 450 from the United States, and the Countrysaurus, rated 925, also from the United States. Then there's Chesster, rated 1400, which has an international flag. The Velociraptors, 1875 from the United States, and Mecha Chestzilla from Japan, 2950. Well, I probably won't get that far, but I am going to start with the easiest one and work my way up. And the reason that I play bots is because it's a low pressure way of, I guess, preparing or practicing to play against human opponents, you know, without the knowledge that there's actually a human on the other side. And I haven't been doing that well against humans lately. So I'm going to start here with this lowest rated bot, T-Rex, which has played the English opening. I'm going to play the symmetrical variation and see what we get. Okay, I think that's relatively normal. I'm going to put this knight out here. I expect their bishop to get fianchettoed. And then I am going to play e6 and see what they do. Are they going to take the knight? No. I'm going to put this knight here to protect that one. Probably fianchetto my bishop as well. Oh, maybe not. Not sure what's going on with that pawn there. Hey, maybe I should have played the hippopotamus defense. I don't know. I'm still thinking about this because that rook is having trouble over there, being undefended as it is. Oh, that bishop went back and forth kind of like a slingshot. I'm going to take this free rook, and I guess I'll take the knight too, and then I'll castle maybe? Should I castle? I've created a weakness over here when I got that bishop out, but that's because I saw they weren't defending their rook. Oh, and the queen has come up here. I mean, I can attack it immediately, but then it's just going to move, right? So why don't we, normally in the English, if I was playing on the other side, d4 would be, a good move. And from this side, d5 might be, except in this case, I think it just undoubles their pawns. But I don't want the queen coming in here, I think. So I think I should at least play d6, if not d5. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it and see what happens here. We might get this, and we didn't. Okay. I see what they're doing with the bishop there. I'm paying attention to this, but I'm going to go ahead and take here and see if they want a queen trade. They did not want a queen trade. Okay. That's informative. And I am also noticing that diagonal's open right now. I'm not sure what to do about it. Since I am up an entire rook, I could go ahead and offer the queen trade again. Then I'm not sure. What are they going to go around here? Well, that pawn is hanging, so I should do something about that. You know what? Let's just protect the pawn for now and maybe put this bishop up here. They've moved over. Are they still trying to line this up? I'm going to be careful about that, but I am going to put this bishop here and maybe move the knight here in just a second. Oh, they've moved the rook out of the line of fire, but not the queen. Okay, well, maybe I'm not ready to attack the queen with that bishop just yet. I'm not sure. Briefly, I thought about attacking the queen with my f-pawn, but that undefends this e-pawn here. Yeah, I think I'm ready to offer the queen trade. Even though I didn't do it earlier, I'm going to do it now and see if they actually want to trade queens. They didn't. They've gone over there. Well, let's bring a rook over and see if we can get down here somehow. Oh, well, I can, but then they're just going to escape this way, and then I'll move this knight. That'll be a check. I think that'll work. I don't think they can block this any other way, and now I'm going to win their queen. That's going to be the answer here, I think, because that's a check from the bishop, and it doesn't matter how they block. I'm going to get the queen for a knight. Okay, and then I think I'm pretty confident at this point. Let's see, is this pawn safe? They could do a discovery by moving the knight. If they did that, I could take the knight. If they moved the knight somewhere else, I think I could still get out of it. I could also just take the knight first, but I think I want to take the pawn first because I'm also aiming at the bishop. The bishop moved away. Okay, got that free pawn. The knight is pinned right now, so it can't really do anything. I'm going to go take this pawn, threatening that bishop again. I don't think that bishop can get away now. Well, the knight is still pinned. I'm going to go ahead and take the bishop. And I guess come back and take this pawn. And that pawn? Are they trying for a stalemate? They don't yet have a stalemate. Let's see, how can I get through there? Well, first, let's put the queen here, like so. And then when that bishop comes back out, we will... Oh, the bishop did that. I could just take it. But what if I do this first? Let's take this first, check, then take the bishop this way. They do have plenty of legal moves, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, that just gave me a rook. Let's check there. And then check here with this pawn. That's defended by the knight. That's defended. And I come here, and is that checkmate? No, they'd be able to come back inside. Oh, well, I should move my king up then, like here, I think. and then put the rook up and see if that's checkmate. Now, well, I can't do it now because the pawn's there. Now I can check over here, and that's checkmate. Okay. I'm sure I missed a bunch of things in the rest of that game after going ahead of rook, and there were definitely a couple of spots where I didn't know what to do, but instead of wasting more time by going through the analysis, I'm just going to move on to the next bot. All right, the next one is Countrysaurus, and it looks like it wants to give me the black pieces again. I'm going to switch to the white pieces since it won't do randomly for whatever reason. And hopefully I will do okay with this English opening. See what the bot plays. Okay, a symmetrical variation. That's 2 in a row, is it not? And they're going to fee and cattle the bishop. Okay, I'm doing all right with that, so I'm going to keep it up and see what happens. Sometimes they take the knight here. They did not. Okay, I'm going to play e3. Looks like we're going to be completely symmetrical here in just a second. Are they going to get their knight out? They did. Well, normally I either castle or try to play d4 here. Sometimes I forget d4, I'll be honest. But if I play d4 here, we're going to be doing all right. If they take and I take, I think we're okay. Or should I castle first? I think if I play d4, they can just play d4. Maybe. I'm going to castle first because I'm not sure. And, all right. Very, very symmetrical. Okay, let's play this, see if they play d5. And they just took it. Okay. Well, then I'm going to take here and see if they play d5 now. They didn't. They took. I'm surprised by that. Are they going to take with the bishop? They didn't. Okay. I thought they were going to take with the bishop after all that. Oh, they've aimed at this undefended pawn. Well, I can defend it with this pawn. And then are they going to take with the bishop? Oh, no, they're lined up another attacker on it. All right. I guess it's time to develop my bishop. Or I could defend that with the knight. What should I do? I think I'm going to come this way to defend the knight with the knight and then develop the bishop. Maybe. I mean, I'm definitely going to do it, but I mean, maybe that's a good idea. Oh, I don't know if that's good or not. Let's take it just so we don't fall behind a piece. Wait, I'm already up a piece. Did I go up a piece and not realize it? Oh, I still have all 4 of my minor pieces. That's good. I think that's good. Okay, I didn't even realize. Oh, but it's because they didn't take back there in the center. All right. Well then, should I trade my bishop for that knight since I'm up a piece? That leaves them with the bishop pair and me without the bishop pair, but I would still have the extra piece. Oh, I'm not sure. Well, let's get the rook out of the line of fire of that bishop and then work on doing something here. Like, what can we do? Let's see. I'd like to go after the queen, but I'm not sure exactly how. I mean, if this knight wasn't here, you know, I could go there, but maybe I can bring this knight back. If I bring the knight back, they're going to take the bishop, right? And if they don't take my bishop, then I would take theirs. That doesn't help me attack the queen, though. I just had a thought just as I was about to move that they might put the bishop right here. And if I took, they would fork me. No, my other knight's guarding that square. Never mind. I thought I would only have the bishop guarding that square. Okay, they took it. I think I'm good with that because I'm still up a piece. Well, that pawn's defended. The rook's not defended, though. Can they come after the rook? No, they can't get down in there. Now I think I want to trade for that knight up there, but what's the best way to do that? Like this, but then that separates the pawns? Or just trade for it now? Let's just trade for it now and see if my 2 knights are better than their remaining bishop. Oh, they want a queen trade. Okay, I will take that. I think that is good for me. And I like both of those spots, but I can't quite get a knight to them easily. If I go there, yeah, that doesn't help. Let's see, what if I go here, then they push the pawn? No, I would take it. But then I'm threatening the pawn, so that I think they need to defend it. And then I can put my rook on it. I think that's a good idea. If they defend that, then I can move the rook over to... Oh, they did defend it. Okay, then I will move this rook over first to aim at that pawn. And then I will take it. And if they take, then I've picked up a pawn for that trade. Oh, they didn't take. Okay. Ooh, is there a way I can fork them? See, now I could get to the square that I wanted over here, but their bishop has moved, so it's not as big of a fork anymore. But you know what? Why don't we aim for that rook, and then when it moves, get this bishop, or trade for the bishop. I think I'd be okay with that. I'm going to take the rook first, because otherwise they would get mine for free, so I'm going to take that, and then take their bishop, or trade for their bishop. And I got to watch out for these 2 pawns coming forward. Let's get my king off the back rank. And then maybe work on getting this knight out of here somewhere. Let's take that. If they go over, I thought they were going to take their rook over there to protect, but they're not. So I think I will just aim for it now. And then they moved forward, so I will move up 1. I think that's good. And then take it. See if are they going to try to pin me or fork me or one of those fancy things? Oh, wouldn't it be cool to be right in there on f6? Let's see if we can get to f6. Probably not. Hopefully they will see that. They did, I guess. What should we do here? I guess we can bring this rook down to kind of A, get out of the way of the A pawn, but also B to aim at that. So let's aim at that pawn. Their E pawn. They did not move to protect it, so I'm going to take it. And then I will trade for the rook. Pretty sure that's good. And now we're just going to bring this A pawn as far as it'll go. See if they go toward it. They did not move to go toward it. Should I take that pawn or let it go? I'm going to let it go. Since they're not making any move to move toward my A pawn, I'm going to keep pushing it and see what they do. Wait, okay, now, if I promote here, they will still have plenty of legal moves, okay? Always make sure for that. Oh, plus they have 2 pawns. Okay, now we're going to check them. Let's move a little closer with each check. Like so. A little closer with each check, and every time it is a check, that of course means that there's no stalemate. Can I bring in the knight aiming for mate? That's not a good place for mate, but this is. If I take this pawn now, then I will be aiming for checkmate on f7. They will still have legal moves. Let me just make sure. If I take this, let's say they push forward and check me, and I take it, they will still have a legal move, and then I'll have mate incoming. Okay, I'm going to take the pawn. Then I will check here, and then it'll be mate over there on h7. Okay. Even though that one took a little bit longer than the first game, it felt easier to me than the first one did. I don't remember as many points in this game where I wasn't sure what I was doing. And I have enough time that I'm going to try the third bot. I don't always get enough time to make it to the third bot, but I do today. The third one is rated 1400. I don't always beat 1400 rated bots. Let's see what we do here. It's going to give me the white again. Should I switch to black just to be fair? Let's do that. Okay, let's click play and see. We got the d4. Oh, I do poorly against d4s. See if I remember oh, this is the Trompowski. All right. I don't remember what to do on that. It's just an irritating opening. I think I usually do this and then take the bishop. I don't know if that's good. I know they like having this open file here, but again, don't know if it's good. Guess start letting pieces out. I don't think I want to castle with that pawn over there, but oh, they've given me the pawn. I should take it, right? Let's see. If I take the pawn, they could come threaten my queen, but then I can just bring it back. I'll take it, so I go up a pawn, and then I'm a little wary of leaving my queen out there, but it can always go straight back to its home square. So I'm going to put my bishop up here on d6 is my plan. Oh, I'm going to bring the queen back first, and then put my bishop on d6. And see, I don't think I want to castle over there, though, but if I put my bishop on d6, are they going to push that pawn? I don't know. But let's put a protector here in case they were trying to take it. They were not. And then I'm going to put this here in case they try to come forward when I put my bishop there. Oh, that queen move was weird. Well, let's see if they want to save their rook because I'm aiming at it with my bishop now. Oh, they were trying that mess. Oh, that's why they put the queen over there. My goodness. Well, I guess I better take it. Am I about to lose? Probably. I don't know. Well, let's take that pawn. And that one. And, well, I don't want to move this one. I was thinking about moving that one a second ago, but now I don't because their queen and bishop are pointed right there. And their knight and bishop are both pointed right there. That's not good. Let's see. Let's attack the bishop. See if it wants to back up or what it wants to do. Oh, they checked me with the queen. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. I guess block with the... I probably should have blocked with the queen, right? Oh, my. Yeah, well, I said I normally don't do very well against bots rated this high. Do I have any options? I have to move my queen, right? Or I mean, I take that, but then they get this, and then they get the rook, and I'm already down a little bit. I don't think I have any other options right now. I mean, I guess I could move my queen. Well, what about this? What if I put my bishop on b7 now? So if they take my queen, then I'll take their queen. Is that okay? I don't know. I'm going to try it, see what they do. They did take my queen. Okay, well, I'm going to take their queen. And then they checked me, so I'm going to take their knight. Wait, am I ahead now? That would be silly if I was. No, they're ahead now because I had a whole piece there that they just took. Just a second ago it said I was ahead, but now they're up +2. Well, let's check them because otherwise they're going to check me, right? Okay, I'm going to come after them. They have 2 more pawns than I do. Now, oh, and they got my rook. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Just going to get the knight out, and they're going to take my rook. Well, it should beat me before long. I don't know what to do about that. Move my bishop, I guess. It doesn't seem like it's trying really hard to beat me right now, but maybe it is. Maybe it's playing the best moves right now. I just don't know. Okay. I'm trying to play good moves too, but I'm clearly lost. Like, now what do I do, right? I mean, I guess I can keep going forward with it. Take that, but now I can't protect that pawn. So, yeah, so I don't know. I'm just going to move that and see what happens. They took my knight. I'll take there, and then they're going to take that pawn. Yeah, I figured that they would. Let's check, and then when they take it... Oh, they didn't take it. I was going to say when they take it, I would get that pawn, but they didn't take it. So, got to move my bishop, though, I think. I don't know where. Nothing I can do about that either, so I'm going to move my bishop again. Oops, they can take that. Are they going to? They did. Okay. Kind of running out of pieces here. I assume they're going to try to checkmate me before long. Okay. They're not acting like they want to checkmate me. Okay. What's going on? What's going on here? Okay. I'm just going to go on a quest to see if I can get my king to their king's home square because the opponent wasn't making any effort to checkmate me. Maybe now it will. No. Now will you checkmate me? That's checkmate. Okay. I did get my king to the opponent's king's home square. But I'm going to click the game review to see what went wrong early on because I must have made some humongous blunder there. I did not make a humongous blunder when I went behind. I made a humongous blunder later on. Apparently I had a very slight edge, but then I messed up somewhere. I played like a 1000 and this 1400 rated bot played like an 1800. Let's find out what went wrong. A bunch of stuff went wrong. Okay. So here, I was not supposed to move the e-pawn, which I did thinking I would go after that pawn. I was supposed to play d5, but because I did that, my opponent should not have played e3. Okay, so taking the pawn was the right thing. Okay, good. I mean, after I did the wrong thing by moving the wrong pawn, you know, and then it was the right thing to take their pawn that they didn't move to protect, which they could have with knight to f3. Okay, that was not a great move on their part. I'm up nearly -1 if I will play g6 or queen to e7. I didn't. I played d5, which it had wanted me to play earlier. Okay, now they're supposed to play c3 or queen to e2. I'm not sure why, but they did that, which I thought was a good move because it forces my queen to go back home. I shouldn't have gone all the way back. Well, I didn't want to go to e7 because then this bishop can't move. Oh, but it says I would end up fianchettoing the bishop later. Okay, but this wasn't bad. And again, they should have played queen to e2 or e4, but they played c4, and I should have played g6 to fianchetto my bishop. But was c6 bad? Not really. Okay, rook to h3 was bad. Again, I should have played g6. Nope, it changes my knight to d7. Okay, b6 was my mistake. Oh, I should have played e5 here. I played e5 later when it was a blunder. Okay, so this was a mistake that takes us back very close to even. And my idea here was to fianchetto this bishop, but also to keep that pawn from coming down when I got the other bishop out. But that's why it's been telling me to play g6 the whole time. But even now, even after I know that, I don't know what's wrong with this. What's wrong with this? Okay, when they moved that queen over, I thought that was a wasted move like these bots do so often. I definitely did not see it was aiming here, and here I had to play g6 or h6. That I do understand. Yeah, I don't understand why some of the other things were inaccurate or mistakes like b6, but this I do understand. So that's where I went wrong, and I was behind the rest of the game, but not by how much? Okay, +1. Usually over +1 is enough with a bot, but I made another blunder. So let's go see what that was about. After this, it was my best move to take the rook. Then they take back. EX d4 was my best move. Knight takes was their best move. And here I should not have taken their c-pawn. Should have played a6. Or fianchettoed this bishop to b7 because I ended up having a problem with that pawn a little bit later. But because I took that pawn, that allowed them to get their bishop in here, which was pretty powerful. I don't know why I didn't think about that. And now I needed to get my queen out. But I'm already pretty far behind here, even before my next blunder, and especially after that, because that encourages them. Their actual best move is to take that pawn. That's interesting. Yeah, Stockfish says their best move is to take that pawn, and I wouldn't take back. I don't know why I wouldn't. Or to take it with the knight. And again, I wouldn't take... Okay, that's what it says, but instead they checked me, which was apparently not that much worse than those two moves. Yeah, it's still saying bishop to b5, knight captures b5, but that keeps them right near +3. And my best move was to block with the queen, but second best was to block with the bishop. So now I'm down +4 even before my second blunder. Again, taking that pawn is their best move, and it was actually inaccurate for them to take there. It's when they took there that I realized that it was probably too late and there was nothing I could do. and I had to take with the knight. Well, the reason I didn't is because of this. But it says that's not what would happen. It says if I took there, they would take here. But why wouldn't they take with the queen? Sorry, I've got to know. Oh, because I could have blocked with the bishop and then my queen is still protecting the rook. Okay, well, I didn't see that. So this was my next blunder because it allows... Wait, that was inaccurate too? It's because it allows this check, which forces me to move over or take. Wait, why not this way? Would that way be like automatically checkmate or something? Just out of curiosity. Well, it would have been worse, but not immediate checkmate. Okay. But yeah, it would have been better to move over or to take it. But they didn't do that. I went here thinking, oh, they'll take my queen and I'll take their queen. So they did take my queen and I did take their queen. And again, they're supposed to take this pawn, but that's okay too. And I took it. Oh, I took the wrong piece? Oh no, I can't take that one. Okay. I think what I missed here is that this bishop was hanging the whole time. So when I took their knight and they took my bishop, yeah, see, when I took their knight, I thought, oh, it says I'm up +1 here. And then when they took that, for some reason, I thought that was a pawn up there. And I was like, wait, how are they up +2? But they're up +4. Even though we have the same pieces, we have opposite colored bishops, but they're up a couple of pawns and their king is, a bunch safer than mine. Wow, this is a really hard one to get a handle on because I was up until here if I had just realized that those two pieces were pointed at the same place. But I didn't. Okay. All right, well, let's add this to the list of, bots above 1400 or above that I haven't beaten. Also add it to the list of D4 games that I've lost. When I face D4, I have something like an 80% loss rate over the last couple of years, no matter what the opponent plays after D4. So... I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what I can do differently, but I know what I could have done differently in this game. Anyway, thank you for spending your time here. I'll see you next time.